Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you wanted to help support this channel, you can. It won't cost you a thing. Just use the links in the description down below if you wanted to pick up one of these for yourself. An ARRIS Surfboard Internet, Wi-Fi, and voice modem. And it is Wi-Fi, speeds up to 1750 megabytes per second. Certified to work with Xfinity, which is 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, which is the better kind, and it's 24 download and 8 upload channels. The cable companies really don't give you the newest, latest modems. The one you're getting, that you're renting, or you're probably only getting 4 up and 4 down, which is really slow compared to 24 down and 8 up. Think of lanes on a highway. With your current internet provider, you're probably only getting 4 going this way and 4 going this way. And this has 24 channels going one way and 8 channels coming the other. So just think how much more traffic and how much more data you can get for streaming, for downloading, for playing games, for whatever you need to do. This has got you covered. 1750 megabits per second on Wi-Fi. That's a 1.75 gigs per second. I come from the days of dial-up on AOL, and it was slow. 4-port Ethernet router, so it's got 4 different ports you could use. Always use number 1 if you're only going to use 1 for gaming or 1 for your PC. And 2-port telephony modem, which is absolutely incredible because up until now you really couldn't buy these, you could only rent them. You get the modem, you get all your paperwork, a power wire, which is white to match the modem, an Ethernet cable. It is a Cat 5e. I would get at least a Cat 6. I would get a Cat 6a if you could afford it, or maybe even a Cat 7. You really don't need a Cat 7 yet, but with these speeds increasing the way they are, eventually, if you have a really long run, we're going to need a Cat 7. So this is what it looks like on the side. It's got a whole bunch of cutouts there to let air flow through so it doesn't overheat. Of course, the top of it has the automatic WPS connection button. So most modems put the reset button all the way at the bottom where it's really hard to get to and it's in between the wires. They put it right at the top where it's really easy to get to. It's got 2 USB ports. I believe they're 2.0. 2 telephone ports. You're going to use 1 for your main. It's got 4 Ethernet ports. Always use number 1. That's going to be the fastest. So for your gaming console or your PC, whatever you want to be the fastest, always put that at number 1. I'm not a Star Trek fan. I'm just doing this to cover up all my private information. Between my fingers, that's the port where you take your cable and you screw it into. Your coax coming out of your wall. So you take your power cord that came with it and plug that in the bottom right there. So once everything's plugged in and hooked up, all these lights should come on. They might blink and then they'll all come on one at a time and then they should all be solid. The one thing I did forget to mention was you have a battery backup that goes in the bottom of this, and you've got a battery pack that you could buy or get it from your cable company, and what you do is you just insert it in here, and that's a battery backup for your telephone line. So in case the power in the house ever goes out, you should have at least 8 hours of time to make phone calls. Put the cover back on like this, and you are good to go. They're charging you $132 plus tax per year to rent the modem. So in a little bit less than a year and a half, this is going to pay for itself, and this is 10 times better than the one that they're going to rent to you. I don't recommend getting the cheaper modems. I recommend getting a better one like this because, again, this is 24 channels down and 8 channels up. This is so much faster than modems that are like $50 cheaper. So it's definitely highly recommended that you go with something like this as opposed to the $100 modems. So I'm going to leave a link in the description for this router and for the Ethernet cable that I definitely recommend you picking up also with it, which is, again, it's only a couple dollars. And if you can, make sure to click that like button, subscribe to my channel for more awesome content, and let me know if you get any questions or comments in the section down below. Thanks for watching. Take care.